For all the people saying Across the Spider-Verse is better than the first one, you're wrong. Across the Spider-Verse is not better than Into the Spider-Verse. A lot of people have been saying Across the Spider-Verse is better. This is due to recency bias. I watched Across the Spider-Verse and it is an amazing movie but not better than the first one due to some reasons. One of the main reasons it failed to be better is because it's not a full movie. At the end of the movie, after we waited to 2 hours and 16 minutes of pure amazingness, it ends right before the big fight. And it wasn't particularly a bad to be continued. It could have cut off terribly, but it didn't. Another reason is the simple fact that it was 2 hours and 16 minutes, and it still had to break into 2 parts. The first act was very long. It took a while to get into the plot, but once it got rolling, it got rolling. I really have very few complaints about this movie. This movie was great. I really like how it steps out the typical Spider-Man movie. The whole point is that Miles doesn't want to follow the normal tradition and he wants to save his father to break the canon event. I shouldn't even have to bring up the art style. Somehow they took everything they did in the first movie relating to the art and style and made it better. The visual are beautiful and the soundtrack is amazing. The movie always left you on the edge of your seat waiting to see what's going to happen next, cause when Miles went into Earth 42, I genuinely didn't know that he was the Prowler there. Theories. I've heard a lot of theories. But the ones I liked was that instead of his dad passing, it would be his mother. The whole focus point of the movie was him saving his dad, but I feel like since we focus so hard on his dad, the canon event might take someone else close to him, which is his mother. Another theory I like is that the computer AI is the real villain to this whole thing, as if she's controlling the Spider-Verse. If there's one thing we learned from movies is to not trust AIs. But with all that being said, Into the Spider-Verse is one of the best Spider-Man movies ever. Everything about it is perfect. Miles trying to figure out how to be Spider-Man and the leap of faith he had to take was one of the best scenes ever. And the soundtrack was beautiful. It had every little kid singing Sunflower. And the villain Wilson Fisk was great. They did him right, and I like how they exaggerated his size and Prowler being his uncle. And
hey,
I just think people forgot how good the first one is. Is Across the Spider-Verse a good movie? Yes. But better than the first one? Not a chance.